My name is Brooks Weaver. I've been in law enforcement now for about 23 years. Today I'm going to talk to you about handcuffing and handcuffing a compliant individual. Handcuffs, for the most part, have been used throughout human history. Many different variations, from manacles to shackles to you name it. Modern day handcuffs use a simple key lock, and you have basically two different kinds. One is the chain link, which is used more than anything. You also have what's called hinge cuffs. These can be a little bit painful for somebody who is being compliant, but they do come in handy when somebody is resisting handcuffing. Handcuffs themselves are pretty simple, not a lot to them. You have a single strand, which is basically steel hook. It's got the teeth, part of the lock mechanism. You also have a single strand, or the double strand. The locking mechanism basically just holds the cuff in and will not let you pull it back out unless you use the key. Typically, it's usually a good idea to also double lock the handcuffs after you've applied them to the person, so that way when you do have them sit down in the back seat of your car, they don't tighten up and cause more pain to the person, especially if they're being compliant. When applying these handcuffs, make sure that you apply them between the wrist bone and also the hand, so that way you do not damage the nerve below the wrist bone. So basically, what I would do if I had somebody that I was talking to, or somebody that I was going to arrest, or somebody I considered to be a suspect, I would give them verbal commands, just very clear, simple verbal commands. Sir, if you would, show me your hands. Okay, I want you to turn, raise your hands up for me as high as you can. Keep turning, keep turning, keep turning to your left. While he's turning, while he's adhering to my verbal commands, I'm standing in basically an interview stance. My weapon side is away from him. I'm holding my cuffs, single strands, both facing him, and I've got them up. So as I'm giving verbal commands, I'm wanting him to raise his hands up as high as he can so I can see his waistband to make sure he has no weapons on him. Sir, if you would, go ahead and keep turning to your left for me, and then stop when I say stop. Okay, stop. I want you to spread your feet for me. The reason I'm doing this is because I want him to be off balance when I approach him. Sir, I'd also like you to bend over slightly at the waist. Place your hands smaller to your back for me. Thumbs up, palms out. Okay? Turn your head slightly to the left. Okay? Now, the reason I'm doing this is because I want him to be off balance, and I don't want him to see me approaching. Okay? So when I walk up to him, turn. When I walk up, I'm taking my hand, I'm reaching in, and I'm actually holding his thumb in the meaty part of his hand, and I'm making a nice bend, 90-degree angle bend if possible. Once I do that, I'm taking the handcuff, my bottom cuff, place them on. I'm keeping tension. I'm taking my other hand, again collapsing the thumb in the meaty part of the hand. And at this time, I would take my key, I would double lock the handcuffs so they wouldn't tighten on him when he sit down in my patrol car. Notice as I come up and I'm actually grabbing the hands, I'm not placing my thumb in the palm where he could grab my thumb and actually hurt me. And I'm also not coming up with some kind of handshake technique also either, because that could also come back and hurt me.